ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Power Vacuum. I'm your host, Belmont. And I thought I had already covered this story, but I went through my archive and I had not. It's not good news. From Eurogamer, Xbox reportedly set for major job cuts from next week. Update: Microsoft reportedly set to restructure Xbox distribution across Central Europe. So this was updated a few days ago. In addition to Bloomberg's report, The Verge has also said Microsoft is set to restructure Xbox distribution across Central Europe. According to the source, this will result in some Xbox operations ceasing in some regions, i.e., getting fired. The original story continues below. Major job cuts. That's according to. Oh, wait, major job cuts are set for Xbox as part of a company-wide reorganization. That's according to a Bloomberg report, which states these cuts will begin next week. While Bloomberg reporter Jason Schreier said it is currently unclear how many people will be affected by the alleged job cuts, it's expected to be big. According to report, sources familiar with the company's plans said managers within Xbox are expecting substantial cuts across the entire group. This would not be the first time Microsoft and Xbox have made headlines for layoffs in the last 18 months. Back in January of 2024, 1,900 people from across Microsoft's video games teams were laid off, and a further 650 staff were then let go that September. Yep, 2024 was basically a miniature apocalypse for the gaming industry, the Western gaming industry, I should say. Um, the Eastern gaming industry seems to be thriving, for lack of a better word. Microsoft additionally laid off a small number of employees back in January of this year, 2025, while in May it was reported the company was laying off 3% of its workforce across the business. That was non video game related. They just meant tech industry related at that point. For those of you that missed that 3% layoff, I don't think I covered that one because it was just a tech world thing, and I try to focus on video game related matters. Bloomberg states Xbox has been facing pressure from Microsoft execs to boost profit margins since its acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Microsoft sealed the deal to acquire Activision Blizzard all the way back in 2023 for $68.7 billion, making history as the biggest company buyout in the video game industry to date. Eurogamer has contacted Microsoft for further comment on today's reported layoffs, and will update as when we know more. I should have adjusted my monitor. This angle is bad for reading. Getting some glare. Whatever. That's the end of the article, though. Was this a quote from Jason Schreier? Xbox will begin next week. Major job cuts. Sources tell Bloomberg News. Not yet clear how many people, but it's expected to be big. This will be the fourth mass layoff at Xbox in the last 18 months. Oh man, that's bad. Microsoft is not in a good place right now. And the fact that they keep targeting the Xbox division, I wonder what underlying issue that has been there since the first cut and is still there during this cut. I wonder if there is some ultimate reason for this to pass the way it has. I'm trashing Game Pass. It's a fucking terrible business model. You're giving people a rental service for video games, which means when you make your own game, Xbox, you will be expected to put it on Game Pass. Because how fucking shady would it be if Microsoft Studios put out a game but didn't release it on Game Pass, requiring other people to release it on Game Pass? No, you still excuse me, you steal sales away from companies when you release things on a quote unquote rental service, because that's what Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is. It's a rental service. You pay a monthly fee and you can rent a game basically, and when you do that, there's no incentive for you to play it, there's no incentive for you to attempt to enjoy it, and you are hurting sales. They claim those numbers are counted in sales, but they can't be counted in sales because the amount of money Xbox pays a company to release on day one for Game Pass probably doesn't equal the amount of sales they would make if everyone that played it bought it, right? There's just no way. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2, largest media release in history, wasn't on Xbox Game Pass day one because they were like, nah, screw you, Xbox. We want the money. And that's how everyone needs to be. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate will continue to be a shit service until video game developers, either independent or AAA, doesn't matter, tell them to piss off, kick sand, kick rocks, whatever, pound sand, whatever the phrase you choose, just get out of here. No, not day one. Maybe week 6. Give us 6 weeks to see how our sales do. Then we can talk about putting your stuff on Game Pass. But man, stop this day one shit. It is murdering the video game industry right before our eyes. Watching a we're watching the Hindenburg in slow motion, basically. And for those of you that don't know what the Hindenburg is, Google it. There's actual video. It's you may not know what the Hindenburg is, but you may know the phrase "Oh, the humanity" that comes from the Hindenburg crash or incident, whatever it was. It did crash, but kind of caught on fire first in a way that it wasn't supposed to. A lot of mystery, and some people think they've solved it, but yeah, major job cuts. So I wonder if this is going to exceed the 1900 laid off before, because they called that I want to say a large cut. I don't even think they called it major. I think they said it was a large number of people. Major sounds like you're losing 30% of your entire workforce. It's a major job cut. It's going to change the company in its entirety. That's kind of the message I get from that. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, but it seems that the Western video game industry just can't stop hemorrhaging employees. But that's all I have for this report. This is your host, Belmont, signing out.